Okay, we're going to do my famous test drive video, and just to recap, this is a 1991 Jeep Wrangler with 91,000 miles, just over 91,000 miles, original miles. Drives awesome, little 4-cylinder, great on gas. And I'm going to hand the phone to my buddy Paul here. I'm going to test out the 4-wheel drive as well, show you that it works too, and then we'll just go for about a 5-minute spin, wrap these videos up, and yeah, you'll be good to go. If you have any questions, comments, you can call me at 720-987-8772, or email me, text me, whatever works for you, and I'd be happy to help in any way I can. The last Jeep I listed last week, we had it on no reserve as well. We start all of my Jeeps off at $250, and then highest bidder wins. However, they are listed locally on YouTube, and then we also offer where we offer like a buy it now price where people can make offers, and that one ended 2 days after I listed it. And I expect this one to probably do the same because it looks just as nice, and it has about 40,000 miles less than the other one had the other day. So if you're planning on waiting to the end and you really want this Jeep, you may want to consider looking at buying it before it ends, just because a lot of them this time of year will end early. So all right, here we go. And you just point it out that way. All right, not at me. All right, so first things first, I'll do the 4-wheel drive since we're on kind of a rocky road. You definitely don't want to do that when we're on dry pavement. And it shifts on the fly unless we're going into low. So let's just go ahead and do low for now, and then we'll go back. So basically you put in neutral, make sure you're stopped, and then all the way back here, and then it's going to feel like granny gear all of a sudden. Now if you look up here on the dash, that 4-wheel drive light's indicating, you probably heard a noise there, that's those hubs locking in. It's got a vacuum that does all that, and then basically it'll be a little harder to turn, but not too bad. And then this boy will just crawl pretty much anything up anything you want it to. So I'm going to hit dry pavement here. I don't want to get out on this. You can reach transfer case then. So again, we're going to stop, put in neutral, and then take it out, push up, put it back in gear, and then this light, the vacuum should undo itself. Sometimes you have to get back on smooth ground in order for it to do it. There we go. The lights come off there, okay? So the 4-wheel drive works good. And then I don't have any doors, so it's going to be hard to hear me. This Jeep's kind of funny because it's got, they put these indicator lights in them when you should shift, which I don't know if I can get it to show you here in a second. It'll show here when we stop. Basically it shows you when you shift. So for somebody who's starting out learning how to drive a stick, that's kind of the dummy light for them. I've fortunately been driving long enough that I don't need the light, but it is kind of a handy light. So right there, the little light comes on. Anyway, if you can't see it, it's no big deal. But I've had this thing on the highway, and it tracks exceptionally well for being lifted up like this. We're about 2,000 RPMs, going about 30. Tires, everybody wants to know if they'll rub tire wise. You can crank this thing without even having to hit up on a curb. There's no tire rub at all. So good oil pressure there, so always a good sign, especially at a duct motor like this. Temperature is good. other parts or anything. Just realize that this is my bread and butter is not vehicle listings. I actually list these for people. My bread and butter is my parts yard here. I sell 87 to 06 parts. And the one thing I didn't do in the test drive that everybody always wonders is the heater. You can hear it kick on there, and it blows exceptionally warm. It's what you want, obviously, in a Jeep. And I think that does it for me. So I appreciate taking the time and watching the video. If you have any questions, comments, just email me, call me, or text me, and we'll go from there. Thanks a lot.